Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we're going to do, I got a quick video to share with you because we're still going on into the protection conversation and women no longer feeling entitled to men's protection. See, thing about it is, if your femininity is going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Conditional, then men's protection is going to be conditional. So we got one that can't believe it. But here we go. I'm just going to let you hear what she has to say. I'm even going to allow it to play all the way through because somebody else is actually reacting to what this first lady is talking about, but we're going to cook. So let me go ahead and without further ado, here we go.
Let me clarify this. Are y'all telling us that if you are not related to us, if you are not dating us, if you're not having some sort of physical relationship to us, if you don't find us attractive, if you don't find us polite enough, kind enough, quiet enough, that our lives are not worth protecting? Is that what you're telling us? Is that the precedent you're setting?
Yes. The same way women will say, you're not my family. You're not someone I'm romantically involved with. You're not tall enough, handsome enough, rich enough, smart enough. I don't owe you a smile. I don't owe you words of encouragement. I don't owe you respect. I don't owe you any kind of gratitude. Men will hold the doors open for women and they won't even say thank you because I don't know you. The same way when you see a man down on his luck, you judge and laugh instead of offering him words of encouragement, speaking life into him. Why should I do that? That's a stranger. Things that don't cost you anything, you will not give to a man that you don't know, you don't want. But y'all expect these men who don't know you, don't owe you anything, and they have their own families at home that they need to get back to. Y'all expect those men to lay their life on the line for you when y'all can't even give them a hi, smile, or a thank you. Oh, okay.
And it's facts. It's all facts. Shout out to that young sister. Because here's the thing. Femininity is conditional for today's woman. It is based on, this man has to be going over and above and beyond for her in her personal life. She will give nothing to a man that she don't know. She barely giving anything to men that she sleep with, men she's married to, men she's been with, men. She's barely giving anything to these men. So a stranger ain't got nothing coming. She ain't, like the sister said, she ain't gonna give a smile. When Kevin Samuel said smile at the men, be pleasant looking, seem approachable, seem like somebody would want to speak to you or talk to you or interact with you. Women had such a visceral reaction to doing that, to just the concept of being pleasant and the concept of seeming friendly and open to conversation or open to being approached, has such a visceral reaction. I'm not smiling at no random man because why should I be doing that? Exactly. Okay. Why should you be doing that? I'm not submitting to no random man. Okay. I'm not listening to no random man when somebody, a random man got to say he don't pay my bills. If you ain't doing the 3 F's, you can't tell me what to do. If you're not effing me, feeding me, or financing me, you can't tell me nothing. All kinds of memes on the internet. If your eggplant not a certain size, you can't talk to me with no bass in your voice. All these types of things that women say about men. It was hashtag murk all men, and not using that word that trended to the billions on Twitter. I think this was like last year. These are the things that women can get away with and say out loud on the internet. Nobody calls them out about it. They can say it and it's supposed to be ha ha, he, kiki, so funny So, but when the men say, okay, then my masculinity will be conditional, my protection specifically will be conditional, because you'll need me before I need you. You'll need my protection before I need sex from you. You'll need my protection before I need anything from you. So if you are somewhere where a man is not even hitting you, but arguing with you, getting belligerent with you, carrying on with you, threatening you, or the situation appears to be threatening, then men have the right, they reserve the right to have conditional protection and conditional masculinity with you. They don't owe you masculinity. They don't know you. Who are you? Because it's the so-called right thing to do. Who said that? See, that was part of the old social contract that you broke. So we're not going back to those terms. Those terms are dead, old, and stinking. Okay? So you're no longer entitled to random men's random protection if they're not entitled to random submission, random obedience, and random sex from you. Because you'll argue tooth and nail that men are not owed these things. They're not owed your attention. They're not owed your body. They are not owed your submission or your obedience or anything like that to random men. Okay, you got a point, right? But by that same token, men do not owe you any of their 4 P's. None of their 4 P's. They don't owe you any provision. They don't owe you any problem solving. They don't owe you any protection, and they don't owe you any procreation. They don't. Y'all are all over TikTok. Not only are you mad about men not protecting you and saving you from physical altercations, you're also mad that men are not problem solving for you when you get stuck on the side of the road with that hoopty you driving and your tires are blown out, or something else is wrong, or whatever. Some other trouble is happening with you, and a man's help sure would be nice. They're just looking at you and passing on by. Because why? What they gonna get? On a regular day, on a regular sunny summer day, when the birds are chirping and the butterflies are flying, you won't even smile. So when you're in trouble, they're supposed to put on a blue simp cape and come running and flying to you? No, ma'am. See, these are the chickens, the various different chickens that are now coming home to roost. Now you don't like it. Now you don't like it when the men decide that, what, the other side of that social contract, we're just going to go ahead and drop that. We're not even going to be concerned about upkeeping it. And no amount of sign language, no amount of shame, insult, guilt, or need to be right is going to bring them back to that. The only thing that men are going to do is keep doing what they're doing. They're going to do them like you said you were doing. You said you were doing you, and you didn't need men to do that. Fine. That's fine. So men are doing them, and they don't need you to do it. So when you decide to get back into a woman's place and prove that you will uphold the social contract to be a traditional woman, and then come back and be traditional men. Maybe not to you, maybe to another group of women, because this group of women is shot. A lot of y'all are shot. But yeah, let the conditional masculinity begin. Y'all said it was toxic anyway, so you really should be better off without it, right? You should be better off with men not paying you no mind, because you got this. You got it, sis. Okay. You got it. What you can do is, the next time a dude come through trying to get rah-rah, this should scare him off. This here. Let him know that you a hyena and you don't play that foolishness. You don't play that. Okay? Just let him know. And he should run away with his tail tucked between his legs. That'll do it every time. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.